So today I'm going to talk about progesterone sensitivity because it's something that there's not a lot of awareness about it. A lot of practitioners don't even know that it exists. I would say about 95%, if not more, of practitioners don't realize that this can even happen from taking progesterone. Now, progesterone sensitivity simply means that you are reacting to your progesterone replacement therapy. It can happen from your own levels of progesterone, and typically this is what is coined PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, which they say there is no known cause of it, but it can be from a sensitivity to the progesterone being made in the body. Progesterone sensitivity symptoms are weepiness, severe depression, fatigue, anger in some women, very quick to anger and kind of blow your top, as they say. Those are typically the most common symptoms of it. We typically see it in women who are on, not typically, we will see it in women more so from taking oral progesterone over topical progesterone. Oral progesterone, when we take it, it has to go through the first hepatic pass of the liver, and it creates a lot of metabolites, progesterone metabolites. Now, we make these progesterone metabolites when we use it topically as well, but not as much as when we take it orally. And it's these metabolites that can cause the progesterone sensitivity symptoms. And it is said to be from a neurosteroid sensitivity. And this is from the progesterone metabolites, certain ones acting on what's called the GABA receptors of your brain. And typically, this is a great thing for women. They love it because the GABA helps induce peacefulness and helps to induce sleep and calms their anxiety down. So women that take oral progesterone are like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. It's been helping me sleep. I feel so much better. My PMS is gone. But then we have this little group of women that are like, oh my gosh, I tried oral progesterone and I was crying like crazy and I got super tired and depressed. And this is because it's not that they have too much of these metabolites, it's that they have a sensitivity to them in their brain. And so what's the solution? Well, typically women that react that way to oral progesterone can take topical progesterone and not have the same negative reactions. Some do, not very many, but some will react to both oral and topical. Then if that's the case, we can try suppository in the vagina of progesterone so you can get that protection of the uterine lining and it won't go like super high systemically if it's a low enough dose in the suppository. And typically that is what works. I've had maybe one woman in all of my time who couldn't even tolerate the suppository. And then there's some other options that we could help with if that is the case. But, like I said, one person out of many that couldn't handle any of those progesterones. So typically it can be resolved by just switching the delivery form of your progesterone. All right, ladies, that's it. Now I've got a whole podcast on progesterone sensitivity and progesterone in general. It's called The Progesterone Puzzle. And you can find that on my podcast at the Hormone Solution Podcast.